My grandfather.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. He was really old.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was still pretty awful. And my mom, she was devastated.
Was it an accident?
No, he'd been sick for a long time, and it's one thing knowing it's gonna happen, and then it's a whole other thing when it actually happens. You know?
Yeah. No, but I can imagine.
You've never been to a wake?
Well, I'm in funerals. I've never actually seen.
I know what you mean.
This line is really crawling.
Yeah, there's gotta be, 50 people still ahead of us.
No idea.
Me neither. That's why I came. I was afraid there wouldn't be anyone here.
Me too. I mean, she's always so quiet in class. I guess I figured she didn't know many people.
Yeah, I just didn't want her to be
Alone?
Was I ever wrong? Look at all those people behind us. Go figure.
Barbara?
Yeah?
What's it, like?
Well, it's not that bad, really. It's like watching a doll. A sleeping doll. Have you ever been to a wax museum?
No.
Okay, how about, have you ever been to a theme park?
Yeah.
It's like those mechanical people, like Lincoln in the House of Presidents, except for the movement.
Yeah. Barbara, is it scary?
No, not really. It's scarier to think about than actually seeing.
My parents weren't sure about me coming alone.
I know, mine would have had to take off work, and well, they've never even met her.
Yeah, mine either, but she was there every day. Even if we weren't friends, she was in the same classes, doing the same homework, having the same experiences.
I feel so bad that I didn't get to know her better. I feel like a terrible person, Carol.
No, Barbara, no. How could you have known? It's not like you can be friends with everyone, and whatever mean to her
Or rude.
anything.
Not really.
But, all things considered, I do feel bad. Not guilty, exactly, but definitely bad.
You study for that Shakespeare exam?
Kind of. I haven't really studied anything in a while.
No?
Just kind of been listening in class.
Well, excuse me.
Not like you, who's always being loud.
I like being loud. It's better than being quiet. I like noise.
You have a problem with silence?
Life shouldn't be silent. Life should be loud.
You should start a rock band.
I might.
What is it with you and Shakespeare? Are you scared of it?
I would be if I understood anything.
It's just a language.
No one talks that way.
That's not the point.
What is the point?
Okay, if you weren't so caught up in the words and the logic behind them, I think you could actually connect and really feel the words.
How they make me feel? You joking?
No, I'm not.
The words get you emotional?
Well, I'm not bawling my eyes out or anything, but yeah, they sometimes they make me feel.
Like, what?
Lots of times.
Yeah? When?
Like last Thursday in class when we were reading Hamlet.
That was torture.
No, I really connected with Ophelia and how she was pushed aside by Hamlet.
Pushed aside?
Yeah, kind of like what my family does to me.
That sucks.
Does.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to pick up a signal.
Do you hate me for some reason?
What?
Did I do something to you that I don't know about?
No?
Then why have you been so hard on me tonight?
It's nothing. I just didn't get why you wanted to come with us.
Because?
I know. Yeah, it's just, never talk to us at school. You never even look at us. You've got all these friends. Everyone loves you. You do all these things. I don't know. Then once you saw what we were doing tonight, all of a sudden you wanted to hang out on like the last night I had with my friends. It just seemed like it had nothing to do with us.
Sorry I offended you for not knowing I should talk to you or look at you.
Okay, now you're making fun.
Sorry I have more friends than you.
Okay,
Sorry people think I'm so interesting and smart.
I get it.
I am so sorry, Kendall, that I am involved in more extracurricular activities than you.
Shut up.
And that my life is filled with so much more opportunity than your sad, neglected destiny.
Okay, thank you for your pity.
And if I could just truly apologize for how beautiful I've become as I blossom into a young woman fancied by so many gentlemen.
You really should scar your face.
I know.
Just so we're on the same level.
I can't even look in the mirror long enough to scar it. My beauty is literally blinding.
Wow, your life must suck.
It does. Actually, I know you don't believe me. Believe me, it really does.
Wait, now you want pity?
Please, just a little bit.
You want me to make you feel better, is that it?
Or just tell me after all this tonight that you don't hate me anymore.
Sure.
Yeah?
I don't hate you anymore.
So I'm decently alright?
I feel stupid playing this game.
Oh,
It's just, you're not even gonna talk to me on Monday probably, so
yes I will.
say that now.
What's with all this you say that now stuff? Don't you believe people when they tell you stuff?
It won't be the same on Monday.
You know what I think? I think you have a really, really low opinion of other people. The only reason this is gonna be the last night you have with your friends is because you make it the last by assuming the worst, thinking that they won't keep in touch, or even if they do, thinking it's just pity.
Most people let you down, that's all.
Everyone lets everyone down. Sure. So what? We like people for who they are at their best, not their worst.
So lame. Boys and girls can talk to each other at camp. It's not a crime. You ever have a girlfriend at camp?
Once.
Yeah, Sarah's just jealous. She needs to get a life. Worry about college. College!
How do you think Dennis knew I had my cell phone?
No, dude, yeah, your dad died? What was that like?
I don't know. Doesn't seem real.
Yeah, I never knew anybody that died.
Well, I grew up in a funeral home, so I was always around it.
Wait, dude, was that like completely weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my dad's like a big shot at Disney.
Really? Why don't you go to a private school then?
Well, my dad divorced my mom a long time ago. He likes his new family better. But he refuses to pay alimony, so we're really poor.
Whoa. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I'm kidding. No, dude. No, yeah, my mom gets killer alimony. I just keep getting kicked out of schools.
I thought you were like this overachiever, like Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I want people to think.
When in reality, you're like a compulsive liar.
I thought you were like a goth, arty, I don't know, like tragic shit guy.
That's not who I am at all.
Yeah, nobody's ever really seemed to be.
Nobody interesting.
I owe you one. I mean, I'm really lucky that you showed up, but I can pay you back. Honestly, Maureen, every last dime. I could even do your chores for a week.
Stop talking.
Right. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what else to say to you.
Good. Then stop talking.
Maureen, Mr. Reynolds said that he knew you weren't involved. He said that he'd let me off the hook this time, so let's just forget about it, all right?
I have never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
I'm sorry.
Are
Jeez.
you giving me attitude?
Well, how many times do I have to apologize? I'm sorry. I'll never let it happen again. Let's just forget about it.
Tina, I could have been fired.
But you weren't.
And does that make everything okay?
Well, doesn't it?
No! If you had needed those clothes so badly, why didn't you just ask me? We get a huge discount as employees. You could have asked mom and dad to borrow money. You could have asked me to borrow money. But shoplifting?
Well, because I didn't need them so badly.
Then why?
Because I wanted them so badly, that's why.
I am not hearing this.
Oh no, don't start sounding all high and mighty.
Tina, maybe, just maybe, I could understand you stealing if we were poor, if we were starving. Maybe I could understand you stealing if you were a little kid and didn't know any better. But you are in high school. You do not need to steal.
Would you lay off? I was just having a little fun. Nobody got hurt. Let's just forget about it.
You know, you are so lucky. I am so tired right now because I feel like ripping your hair out. I work there.
You think I don't know that? Well, I was in the office alone. Mr. Reynolds was out phoning you. All I could think about was, would I have to go to juvie? Would I get arrested? Would this be in the newspaper? Would I have to pick up trash on the side of the highway for community service? Don't look at me like I'm an idiot, Maureen. I was scared as hell.
Well, sorry if I don't feel too much fucking pity for you. Actually, come to think of it, I'm kind of glad you're so upset.
What a great sister.
Do you know how you're getting home?
Take the subway.
I can't invite you over.
No?
It's complicated.
Is it because of your mom?
Something like that. Look, I like you, but I keep trying to make room for you to fit in my life. And I don't see it happening. Besides, I know the story and how it all ends, and I'm not willing to play my part. As much as I'd like for things to work out, they won't. So, if we could be adults about it, I think it's best we part ways now and get on with things.
Really?
Yeah, it's the truth.
Tell me about your mom.
No.
I want to know.
She was in a car accident. It's a miracle she even survived, but she's suffering severe brain injuries and won't ever make a full recovery. She's getting better, though. There's days where I'll do something and she'll smile at me and I'll end up laughing. Sorry, she's beautiful, you know?
Tell me about your dad.
What dad? More like no dad. Never met the man and don't want to. And you. Bet your family celebrates Christmas singing Christmas carols by your enormous Christmas tree before tearing into your gifts for the season. Am I right?
My parents are divorced. I have a brother in rehab and a twin sister. I'm the youngest, so I get away with more crap, and they've never paid attention to me since forever. Except I still get demands on school and career and my friends.
But they love me.
You'd be their favorite person. What's wrong with a little more insanity in one's life?
Speak for yourself.
Thanks for the burger.
Don't mention it.
When I was 16, I was babysitting my little brother, and I had taken all this Percocet, so I was unbelievably high. And we had driven over to this park on Lake Shore, and he was in his Red Sox, just running around in the leaves, and he would bury me and I would bury him in the leaves, and he was pretending he was a train, and so he kept charging through the leaves, making tracks, and I was the caboose, and so he kept saying, "Coal, caboose, and it was time to go, and we were driving home, and I lost control of the car and drove off a bridge into a river, and I couldn't get him out of his car seat, and he drowned. And I struggle with God so much because I can't forgive myself. I can live with it, but I can't forgive myself. And sometimes I don't want to believe in a God that could forgive me, but I do want to be sober. I'm alive and I'm present and there's nothing controlling me. If I hurt someone, I hurt someone. They can forgive me or not. But I just want to share that and say congratulations. If God makes you look up, I'm so happy for you. But if he doesn't, come here. That's all. Thank you.
You ever listen to the blues?
What?
Sorry. Do you ever listen to the blues?
Oh, I mean, I've heard of it. I've never really listened to it before.
You should come with me one night and check it out.
I'm down.
Maybe this Friday if you want. I mean, we can take that lousy train in.
The train wasn't that bad.
Maybe it'll be better when I'm not by myself.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have someone to talk to. And what else?
What else what?
What else does a queen's boy like yourself do for fun?
Well, I read.
Read?
Yeah, I mean, does that make me some kind of nerd or something?
Quite the opposite. I mean, actually, what do you read, comic books?
Not really. I mean, I've a collection of them, but I've never really read one before. I read literature.
Literature?
Well, novels, short stories, plays, travel guides, anything that, you know, kind of gets my mind going.
You surprise me.
Do I?
I mean, yeah, I never took you for a reader.
Yeah, well, you can't really judge someone you don't really know.
I'm not. I won't.
Do you?
What?
Read.
Oh, no, not much, not for my own pleasure, no. Maybe you could recommend something to me.
Yeah, I have a little library of stuff. I can lend you something if you want.
Okay.